Let's talk about comparing data distributions. One of the last assignments in this unit. Doug is going to ride his bicycle 3,000 miles across the U.S. from coast to coast. He wants to choose the route that will give him the greatest chance of success. Here's what he finds. There have been 2 attempts on the northern route from Maine to Washington. Both of those riders made it 2,000 miles and quit. All right, that tells us that the average is 2,000 because they each went 2,000. It tells us the median, of course, other than average, we could call it the mean, right? The median is also 2,000. It also tells us the standard deviation is 0. The standard deviation represents how spread out the data is. And since each of them went 2,000 miles, they aren't spread out at all, right? The spread or the variability is 0. For the second one, there have been 19 attempts on the central route from Virginia to California. 9 of those riders didn't make it out of Virginia, and the other 10 made it all the way to the Pacific. All right, so what's that mean? All right, let's kind of write this down here. We have 9 of them didn't make it out of Virginia, so 9 of them went really short. So it would be something like some small numbers at the beginning, and then the other 10 made it all the way to the Pacific. All right, so picture these 9 spots that didn't make it very far. And then all 10 of them after that made it the full 3,000, right? 3,000, 3. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They all went 3,000, all right? Now, what's that mean? Well, the average is going to be somewhere in between 3,000 and not very much, right? So somewhere in the middle there. So 1,500-ish, we could guess for the mean. We can't say it exactly because we don't know how far these people actually went in Virginia. We don't know the mileage or the distance covered at all. It's the mean. We do know the median, right? So let's do the median. There are 19 total riders in this group. That tells me that the median number can be found just by crossing off one at a time. If we did that, we would end up with this middle number. Because there's 10 here and there's 9 here, we take away 9. We take 9 out of there. There's 1 left right in the middle. The median of this is actually 3,000. So if we're comparing the median of this route compared to the first route that was 2,000, we see that this median is higher. Like the last one, there have been 32 attempts on the southern route from Florida to San Diego. One of those riders made it the whole way. Only 1. Okay. Another realized he was out of shape and quit before he even started. So we had 1 went the full 3,000, 1 that didn't go anywhere. The other 30 riders quit somewhere in Texas. So somewhere in the middle. That's what they're trying to tell us. They were evenly distributed between 1,300 and 1,700. So we have these riders here in the middle that were evenly distributed. If this is a dot plot, it would look something like that. We can see from this that the average would be somewhere around 1,500. The median would be also somewhere around 1,500. Because if items are evenly distributed, then the median is about the same as the mean. All right, so let's look at the questions. For the northern route, the median distance covered will be greater than, less than, or equal to the mean. All right, let's see what this says. All right, we get a drop down. We get to pick one of these. All right, I'll leave this up. For the northern route, the median distance covered will be equal to the mean. All right, we already did that right there. For the central route, the median distance covered will be greater than the mean, right? Greater than goes that way. We talked about that. The median was actually 3,000 because it's the middle term in the data. the mean or the average was somewhere around 1,500, maybe a little bit above, right? For the southern route, the median distance covered will likely be about the same as the mean or the average, right? Because 1,500 is in the middle of these evenly distributed data points right in here. We had one super high data point, we had one super low, the rest were evenly distributed with 1,500 in the middle. That tells us that the median will be about the same as the mean. All right.